Hi, both. Thanks for joining us today on our Business Gurus channel, where we will be discussing key business topics to help students grasp the most important elements of their course in preparation for their exams and future career. Let's get started.
Okay, let's dive in. Today, we're unpacking something absolutely fundamental, really, to how any group gets work done: organizational structures.
hmm
And our source for this deep dive is a really clear slide. It highlights a core concept, something called the span of control.
That's right. And our mission, looking at this slide, it's really to go beyond just, defining the term.
Right.
We want to understand what this number really represents and maybe more importantly, what its practical implications are for you.
Yeah, whether you're leading a team, part of one, or just trying to figure out how things fit together where you work.
Exactly, how the pieces fit.
So let's get straight to it then. The slide starts off defining span of control pretty simply, isn't it? It's just a number.
It is, yeah. Basically, it's a count. The source specifies that this number
Hmm.
is the number of subordinates, the people someone can delegate tasks to.
So the people reporting directly to one manager.
That's it, your direct reports.
And the source, it gives a great, really concrete example to help picture this.
It does.
It mentions a head of department. Could be in a school, maybe a company, right?
Hmm.
If that person has, say, 6 teachers or team members working directly for them, well, their span of control is 6. Simple as that.
Exactly, 6. And you can actually see that visually on the slide,
Oh,
too.
yeah. How does it show it?
Well, it's got like one box at the top,
A manager.
right? The manager or leader.
Mm.
And then there's 6 boxes connected directly below it. It's that direct line, that immediate reporting relationship. That's what defines the span.
Gotcha. So it's not everyone you work with, but only those who report to you. Or I guess, who you report to.
Precisely. It's about that formal structure.
Yeah, okay. So the definition seems clear. The visual helps. It's a count of direct reports. But this is where the deep dive part comes in, right?
hmm
Why does this simple number matter so much? How does it affect how an organization actually, functions?
This is the key thing the source points us towards. Even if it doesn't spell out every single consequence, the size of that number, it has a huge impact on, well, almost
Like
everything.
what?
Communication flow, how fast decisions get made, even how many layers of management you end up with.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. What happens if that number, the span of control is pretty small? Say a manager only has like 2 or 3 people reporting to them.
Right, a narrow span. That usually means you get a taller organizational structure.
Taller, meaning,
Well, fewer people per manager means you just need more managers overall to cover everyone.
right.
So you end up creating more layers in the hierarchy, from the bottom to the top.
More layers.
Okay.
So I guess that could mean closer supervision. A
Mhm.
manager could maybe spend more time with each person.
Precisely. Yeah, potentially more direct coaching, maybe better quality control, things like that. But there's often a trade-off.
Which is,
Speed and flexibility, usually. Information, decisions, they have to travel up and down more levels. That can slow things right down.
okay,
And sometimes it can create, communication bottlenecks, or maybe people feel a bit disconnected from the top leadership.
got it. So more hands-on, potentially, but maybe slower. Okay. What about the other end of the scale? A wide span.
Mm.
A manager with 10, 15, maybe even more direct reports.
Yeah, that leads to a much flatter structure. Fewer management layers between the top and bottom.
Okay, flatter.
And this can potentially speed up communication. Decisions, too, because there are just fewer steps, fewer hurdles for information to jump over.
Right.
It also tends to encourage more autonomy. Team members often have to be more independent because the manager simply can't be involved in everything. They can't micromanage that many people.
That sounds good. Maybe more efficient in some ways.
Uh,
I can see challenges there too. Doesn't a really wide span put a massive burden on that one manager?
oh, absolutely.
How can one person effectively support, delegate, and, manage so many individuals?
It definitely raises challenges, and this is where it gets more nuanced than just the number. Other factors become really important.
Such a
Things like how complex is the work they're overseeing? How experienced are the team members? What are the manager's own skills, like especially delegation, and what kind of support systems or tech are available?
okay.
See, a wide span tends to work best when maybe the team is highly skilled, the tasks are fairly standardized, and the manager is, frankly, excellent at delegating and setting priorities.
And if those things aren't in place?
Well, if those elements aren't there, a wide span can easily lead to that manager feeling completely overwhelmed. Or the employees might feel neglected or unsupported.
So it really isn't just about the number itself, is it? It's the whole context surrounding that number.
Exactly. A small stand isn't automatically good or bad compared to a large one. They just create very different dynamics.
Right, and they demand different things from both the managers and the teams.
That's it. And understanding your own span, or maybe your manager's span, it helps you anticipate things,
Right.
like how information probably flows or why decisions take the time they do.
Or maybe the level of independence you can expect in your role.
Yes, it's a really key piece of the puzzle shaping your day-to-day experience at work.
It really is fascinating how this one seemingly simple number can ripple out and affect the whole system so profoundly.
It does. And this sort of leads to an important question for you listening to think about.
Yeah.
As you look at your own workplace, or any organization really,
Yeah.
given these trade-offs we've talked about, close supervision versus speed or more layers versus a heavier manager workload, how do you think organizations figure out what the right span of control actually is in different parts of the business or for different teams? What factors do you think matter most when they try to strike that balance?
Thanks to both of you for joining us today. You've been listening to the Business Gurus. Let's now hand it over to you. What further questions do you have based on what we've discussed so far? Leave a comment and we'll get back to you right away. If you haven't already, hit that follow for more business tips.